Great. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to day 14 of our new days of Power BI on the Excel Island channel. I'm sorry about the long break. It was necessary, it was needed for me to move from a previous apartment to this new one, and settling down in the new apartment hasn't been easy, but we've settled and we are back to the live stream, to the learning journey. Also, network was down in Africa, in West Africa generally, for quite a while. So it has been easy getting a network, is a better network to continue the live stream. Well, notwithstanding, we are back. I'm back. Even I've not even yet set up my actual workstation. I just have to make sure I set some things up so I can continue from where we stopped. So without further ado, let's get back to learning. So we are actually on a case study in our learning journey, which is analyzing customer churn in Power BI, and that was actually where we stopped on day 13. You can definitely catch previous live stream, previous lesson on the channel, day 1 to day 13. Also, the data set exercise files or the Power BI files needed to learn along with me is already linked under the YouTube description. So do make sure to check it out and download it right there. So I'll be taking a peep to make sure we are still streaming live and direct, because the network currently now is not really that strong, but we just have to manage it in Africa currently until when all networks are back. So we are actually using the DataCamp platform for our Power BI learning journey. We are going, if I go to the career track session of DataCamp, so you see what I'm saying? The network is not really that strong, but hopefully it will take us throughout this live stream and for the remaining couple of days till the network is sorted out. The internet shortage is actually affecting everybody in West Africa, especially Nigeria, Ghana. I'm in Nigeria, so and neighboring countries also. So we're actually on the data analysis in Power BI career track. We are actually 20% through the whole learning, through the whole career track. So if I click on continue, if I click on data analysis in Power BI, so we've actually covered a couple of lessons. You can catch those lessons on the live stream, on the previous recording from day 1 to day 10 on the channel. Do make sure to check it out. So when that is coming up, here we are up. You can see data analysis in Power BI. We've covered introduction to Power BI, introduction to DAX in Power BI, data visualization in Power BI. You can catch those lessons on the channel. So we're actually doing a case study and we are almost through with the case study. If I click on continue for the case study, you can catch day 13. We actually went deeper on this case study on day 13. So this was where we stopped on day 13. We're trying to answer these key questions. Some questions we've covered with the exploratory part of the data analysis of the case study. We did that on day 12, which was actually exploring. You can see we did some exploratory analysis, and we're actually here on day 13. So you can catch those days on the channel. So if I go back to reading the instruction, let me just take a quick snip that we are still live streaming without any issue. So I'll just launch the Power BI file. We have actually started doing the, let me go back a little bit. Under the data set section, yeah, I've actually named them correctly. So you have access to all these files under the YouTube description. Just click on the link. You can download all this also. So we are to load. We do not recommend doing this. If you lost progress, you can load the solution report to previous exercise. So we want to load the exercise files, data solution. So while that is coming up, so the analysis requirement given by data label. So this was from the previous lesson. So if you are lost, I encourage you to watch the previous live stream and the previous one, just to follow along and be on track with me. So the analysis requirement given by data label includes a request to analyze the international activity of customers and its relationship to churn. They are curious about the behavior of customers who call internationally and if paying for an international plan influences their loyalty. So we do not recommend doing so, but if you've lost progress, you can load the solution report of the previous SSR's data solution, which I've already loaded. And this was where we stopped on day 13. We're actually looking at the churn rate for this graph visual. We're actually looking at the churn rate by states, churn rates by churn rate of customers by state generally. So we discovered that what those customers in California are the highest churn rates. So based on what we are actually analyzed there, we're also given instruction to create a matrix. So that was where we got stuck on day 13. That I had to end the section because we've actually done a lot of learning on that day 13. We spent almost more than an hour trying to learn. So let me read the instruction. The instruction says create a new page named international calls. So that was what we did actually here. We created a new page called international calls. Then we create a matrix that shows the churn rate by variables international plan and international active. So we created the matrix. So this was the matrix here. So on the matrix, we only added a row section called international active. That is if the customer, if you look at the table view, so if you look at the table view here, the data says, you can see it is either the customer is, the data set is only showing one record by row for each customer. So if this customer make international calls, there's going to be a yes. If not, it's going to be a no. You get it now? So there's also international plan. That is if the customer is actually on an international plan for data label, it's going to either be yes or no. So that was what we did here. So we drop that if the customer is international active and if the customer is actually on any international plan. That's what we did here from this little matrix. Then we added the churn rate. We've actually calculated the churn rate from previous live stream. We can catch up on that. So the instruction says and change the font color to visually differentiate high values from lower values. So that is doing some actual conditional formatting. So I'll just keep that part right now. We only want to differentiate higher values from lower values. And this is an higher value. So you can see those that are on international. Let me see what we put in the column. Those that are international plan. We have at least 70% of the customers on international plan, but they are not actually international active, while less than 7.59% are on international plan, but 40 of those 7 points, I think so, are actually international active. So reading the matrix can be pretty hard. So moving on to the instruction. Now the data label wants to focus on the budget on a state-by-state basis for the promotion of the international plan. So first change the data category of states to states. So we actually did that on the previous live stream. We went to data view and under the states column, what we did, the state record here. We have passed that. So look for the states column. To actually make that easier also, I could just look for it here. State, this is it here. This state, this is it right there. You can see the states. We actually change the category, the data category from here. It wasn't categorized actually, so we change it to state or province according to the instruction there. So then add a map visualization that displays the different churn rates of each state. So we actually created a map visual showing the different churn rates of each state. You can see we added the state as a location, we added the churn rate as bubble size. So the bigger the bubble size, the higher the churn rate for that particular state. You can see that what California here, this big bubble size here, this is actually bigger than the other bubble size on the map. So we could see that the California, you can see mainly looking at it from here. Then that this one is the biggest out of the bubble size. So you can see that California, the state of California, has a churn rate of 63.24%. So we added some other two tips, which I could just remove if I wanted to remove it. I mean that the number of customers in that state is just 68. And imagine 68 customers and 60% of them have churned, are no more using data label services. That is what that means. So trying to make sure we actually stay live streaming. So back to the instruction now. So it now says it seems there is a state with a particular high percentage of churners. Write the name of that, write the name code of this state, e.g. empty. So if you see that from our visualization, California is that state. We just write the state code of CA. State code of CA, that will be CA. So when considering only the state with higher churn rates, so this was where I got stuck on the last live stream. I didn't actually read the message, the instruction pretty well. It says when considering only the states with a higher churn rate, what is the percentage of customers who actively make international calls but do not have an international plan? So what I have to do is just make sure I filter this based on what? Based on the international call. So I have to select the state. You see what it says here? It says, the instruction says, when considering only the state with a high churn rates, what is the percentage of customers who actively make international calls but do not have an international plan? So if I go back based on the states, considering the state with the high churn rate, if I click on, you can see we have international active, yes or no, and international plan, yes or no. If I click on California, I can see my data label, my matrix gets filtered also based on this. So based on that, we can actually answer the question correctly now. It says, what is the percentage of customers who actively make international calls? I want to see those that make international calls, international active. You can see this is the percentage. I think this is 72%, but it now says what? But do not have an international plan. We have to look at international plan. These are those that don't have international plan by column with 72%, but they make work, they make international call with 70. Let me now put it there to be confirmed. That is 72%. Let's see, 72. Hopefully we get that because I didn't quite get it the last time. That's 72.00. Oops. Let's see if I will submit that. Ooh, this was actually funny. Based on the based on day 30, if you watch day 30 live stream, you notice I was having challenges understanding, just comprehending that simple question. And that was because I wasn't filtering based on states with the highest churn rates. I was looking at the whole state. So I wasn't getting the percentage very well. That's number one. Number two, I was pretty confused with the way international active was looking at the matrix. I didn't actually pay attention pretty well. Probably that was because I've sat down for over an hour on that particular live streams and I was exhausted. Well, I was happy I left it. I came back to it. I was able to solve it. So by row, this yes and no, which is by row, is if the customer that have international active, that are actually international active. For to be international active, it is either you have an international plan or no. So these are the customers that have what, that do not have international plan. This is 54% of the customers do not have international plan and they don't make international calls. While 100% have international plan, they don't actually make international calls also. But 66 has international plan, but do make international calls. And 72% do not have international plan, but they do make international calls. For California alone, if I click on the map visual, it should show this is the whole data for the whole states. And I'm super excited I was able to do that. Correct. So that's indeed the correct state. This is important information that can help data label make a good decision while allocating its budget for new promotion. Excellent. This is the correct percentage of customers. Now we know that 72% of people without a plan can can be potential client for the new promotion of the international plan. So that means those customers that are actually making international plan, but they are actually making international calls, but they do not have an international plan. You can actually run promotions towards them and make them have international plan. That's quite interesting to know. Just checking, we are still live streaming, so you can click on continue to see that. So that's good. Let me just close this Power BI file. We've actually used that to solve that question. So this is coming up again. So you discovered that the churn rate for customers who pay for an international plan but do not call internationally is sky high. What would you advise data label? Or I'll advise them to, let's see, send an email to customers who are on an international plan and reminding them they can call internationally for free. No, they can't actually call for free. If you're on an international plan, probably they can actually call for free, but they've actually subscribed to an international plan. So contact new customers who are on an international plan but have not called internationally and propose they downgrade their plan. That was the data label. Send an SMS message to customers informing them they can purchase they can purchase additional add-on minutes for international calls and at a reduced price as part of their plan. No, there's nothing data label needs to do. These customers are paying a premium for the international plan, but they are not using it, meaning they are very profitable customers for data label. But it says there that you discover that the churn rate for customers who pay for an international plan but don't call internationally is sky high. Okay, the churn rate for customers who pay for an international plan but don't call internationally is sky high. So those customers that pay for an international plan but don't actually call, they are leaving data label. So what would you advise data label to do? Okay, that's cool. I'll go for the second option. This is the first and the third option. Let's go for this. Let's give him this data label an address. Oh, okay. Send an email to customer who are on an international plan and remind them they can call internationally for free. That's not wrong too. This doesn't seem like the best solution. You are not taking specific action to stop these customers from churning. That's true. I think I get the idea. They may even start looking for a better local plan with competition. So we want to get them back. Email to customers who are on an international plan and reminding them they can call internationally for free. Hmm? We can actually ask them to propose they downgrade their plan. Okay. So you can see, so meaning they are not profitable. Or what's not the correct answer? Okay, when you look at this, contact customers. That's that's a great idea. What do you mean that is a great idea? I'm coming. Let me look at that again. It says contact customers who are on an international plan who have not called internationally and propose they downgrade their plan. Does that really make sense? Because there are some customers when if I open the Power BI, if I've closed this, that's quite interesting to know. But I wouldn't do that. But you can see, so we have customers. Okay, we have customers that are actually on international plan, but they don't make international calls according to our visual to the Power BI file I showed earlier. Let me just open that real quick. Just curious to make sure we could see that. Okay, Power BI file is coming up. that is still coming up real quick. We discovered that the churn rate for customers who pay for an international plan but don't call internationally is sky high. Okay. My private Wi-Fi is taking time to load. That's not fair. That's because I have quite a lot of chats in there, but notwithstanding, it should have loaded for quite some time now. We are still streaming live and great, so I just have to make sure we manage the network as it is. Come on. So the possible answer is to contact customers who are on an international plan but have not called internationally and propose they downgrade their plan. That's not a good proposition though, but if that works, that's cool. Because those that are who pay for an international plan but do not call internationally they are leaving. They are not since they are not paying, they are not making use of what they paid for. They are likely to leave. So I'll accept that. But I'll come back to this if it actually comes up later. So let's continue though. So contract type, we have more challenge to answer. Let's see. So the contract type. So data label also want to improve its customer service since there have been some reported issues. So your job is to investigate three reported the contract type and how many months a person is a customer. So we want to investigate important topics related to customers. So we need to investigate the payment method of the customer, the contract type of the customer, and how many months that person has been a customer. So we are going to open the next Power BI file. Whoa, guess I have to close this since it's not coming up. Let's reload this real quick. Okay, we are still here, live streaming and direct. And I'm just actually set up my actual workstation. So I'm actually making use of my laptop directly from my laptop. So that's why you're seeing some screen right here. Let me just launch this next Power BI file before we start reading the instruction. So while that is coming up, let's read the instruction. So in a new page, let's create a new page called contract type. So evaluate if churn rate decreases over time. Create a line chart using the account length and churn rates. So if you look at the Power BI file is coming up, we're actually going to create a new page. So the page will be called contract type. Contract type. So for this analysis now, once we investigate, want to evaluate if the churn rate decreases over time. So want to see the customer, how long the person has been a customer and the churn rate decreases now. So in a new page, name contract type, evaluate if the churn rate decreases over time. Create a line chart using the account length and churn rate. So we want to create a line chart. We'll drop a line chart right here. We want to use the account length in month. This is how long the person has been a customer. Someone has been a customer for 1 month, 2 months. So let's continue. Oh, I've actually dropped a line chart here. Haven't I? Uh-oh. What was the problem? My Power BI file is just taking way too long to load. And actually my network is even acting up. So if I continue reading the instruction though, it seems the churn rate does decrease over time. Now investigate how it behaves to the different type of customers. Then make another visualization to see the number of customers and the types of payments. Then we're going to answer this question. So let's go back to the first, because my chart is not loading, taking time to load. This is not fair though. So let me reload the page. Yes, Power BI file one more time. So in a new page, contract type, evaluate if the churn rate decreases over time. Create a line chart using the account length and churn rates. This is not good because other files are taking time to load. So even if I create a new page now, it's going to take time to load. Which is not fair. Not fair at all at all. Let's create a new page though. And hopefully it loads contract type. Others are still loading for you right now. Wow. So if we asking this question since the beginning of the case study, so we've actually answered all these questions till here. And this is not load. When I drop the chart, it is taking time to load. This is not fair at all. I have no idea why it is taking so long to load. Okay, we are still live though. It's simple. Oh, man, this is not fair. Network is good. We are back here. So this has actually come up. So you can see from our previous lesson. So we can actually continue. Okay, let me drop a line chart. Great. Sometimes you face some challenges, but you just have to continue and give it a shot. So in a new page named contract type, evaluate if the churn rate decreases over time. Create a line chart using the account length and churn rate. So the instruction says you create a line chart using the account length and churn rate. So if I come back here, account length, and I just need to look at my data set here. Length, I think that should be length in minutes. Let me look at the data set here. The account length is okay, is account length. This is right here. So that should be on the y-axis. So the churn rate is going to show us account. Then the churn rate is supposed to be, which line did I drop? I drop a line chart actually. I need to make sure I'm putting this in the correct axis. I drop the churn rate. Let's see churn rates. The account length will be on the x-axis. Exactly. You can see. So if you look at this chart now, you can see the churn rate is from 0% to 70%, and We could say the churn rate reduces. Does it reduce over time? Okay, let's look at the instruction. It seems the churn rate does not decrease over time. Does not decrease over time. Now investigate how this decreases behaves through different types of contracts. So based on this saying, the churn rate does not decrease over time. So account length in months. Account length in months. Okay. Let's see. Churn rates. We have only one customer left. 2 customers. 4 customers. On the 6 month. Okay, number of months. Let's look at this. What's the highest month here? I think the customer at the 30th month, the churn rate was 33%. Now we're saying the churn rate does not it decreases over time, or what is it saying here? It seems the churn rate does decreases. Yes, it decreases over time, exactly. So the churn rate decreases over time. So less customers are leaving over a period of months. That's correct. So we could now say, so we could now say, now investigate how this decrease behaves through different types of contracts. Different types of contracts. Okay, if you look at the charts, so we want to look at different type of contract, the contract type of the customer. We have the contract type here. Let me see our data set behind. Let me look behind the data sets. We have contract type. We have 1 year, 2 year. We have 1 year contract, 2 year contract, or month-to-month contract. If I change the instead of account length, I could just change that to contract type. Ooh, and so those on month-to-month tend to leave earlier. The churn rate is high for customers that are subscribing to data label month-to-month. It's lesser for customers that are on 1 year contract, and it is way lower for customers that are on 2 year contract. So we're actually seeing that. Now make another visualization to see the number of customers by type of payments. To see the number of customers by the type of payments. So if I go back here, I can make another visual. Let me just make this one smaller. We want to see the number of customers. We want to see number of customers by the type of payments. I just use a simple star column chart there, or cluster column chart. Oh no, I want to create another chart. Let me use a normal star. So the instruction says we should look at the number of customers by their payment method. So let's look at the payment method. Payment method. The payment method. What is the number of customers? Cool. So the customer that give direct paycheck, direct debit, credit card, paper check. We have more customers that take direct debit. So let's look at the answer, the question. So exploring the different payment method, you will see that there is one type that is much smaller than others. What is the total number of customers for this payment method? And that is paycheck. Number of customers for paycheck is 371 customer. That is 371. Oh, that's correct. So indeed, 371 in the number of customers who pay with paper checks, and note that they represent only 5.5% of the total customers. It seems the pattern is unclear, only because they answer those questions like that. I'll just save that. Just double checking that we are still live streaming, irrespective. So let's continue. Ooh, so we actually completed chapter 2, investigating customer churn. So this time I've actually spent like 30 minutes so far. So I think maybe we should take a break today and continue the visualizing your analysis parts, creating a cohesive story, dashboarding best practices, overview page, age bracket and goals, payment method and contract type, international and data plan, more insight wrap up. You can see that it's good. We're able to manage with the situation of stores and not thing. Next lesson is to start the last part of the case study. So we've answered quite a lot of questions, did a lot of investigation. I think the next part. So this will be the end of the live stream today. We've actually answered quite a lot of questions on the case study, did some digging, provide uh, some key insights in the dashboard, and visualizing our results and creating a report, a single report or a single dashboard that we can present to the management. So this will be the end of the live stream for today. Sorry that it is short. I just have to show up and make sure you understand that we are still learning, but we're actually facing a little bit of challenges, which is part of one or two things you face while trying to achieve some goals. So that'll be the end of the live stream for today. So if you found value on this live stream, please support